my name is Nicole, and this video is about the put credit spread, also known as the bull put spread. This video is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. Most traders learn about selling puts early on, but there's a way to take advantage of that same bullish view while reducing margin requirements and risk. And that's what we'll cover today. Even if you don't trade put spreads yet, understanding how they work is foundational. It deepens your grasp of how put options behave, and it becomes a building block for more advanced strategies later on. So let's get into it. A bull put spread is a bullish credit-based option strategy. It's constructed by selling one put option at a higher strike price, and this generates a premium, and buying a put option at a lower strike price, and this is the component that lowers your downside risk. Both options have the same expiration date, and the result is a net credit, and that's your maximum potential gain. Let's head over to the Tastytrade platform here, where I have SPY populated in the Trade tab, and we're going to build out a put credit spread. Let's take a look at the charts, and we can see that SPY has been very bullish this year, and it's experienced a little bit of a pullback over the course of the last few days. And for the purposes of this example, I believe SPY is going to trade above $670 into the end of the year. Let's head into the table section of the software here. And I always like to take a look at implied volatility for the different options expirations, because we know that implied volatility influences option premium. I like the December 19th, 2025 options expiration cycle. These options expire in 43 days. And the cycle has an implied volatility of just over 19%. If I were to sell a cash secured put at the 670 strike price, we can see that that would bring in a credit of $11.05. And once we multiply that number times the multiplier of 100, the credit for our account would be $1,105, and that would be equal to the max profit. The theoretical max loss, if SPY were to go to zero, would be $65,895. And in my IRA account, that would equal the debit to enter into the trade. So this would not be very capital efficient, at least in my mind. Taking a look at the profit and loss analysis section of the software here, we get a graphical view of this position, and we can see that losses could be significant to the downside if SPY were to sell off. So as a result of the capital efficiency issues, as well as the overall risk in the trade, I want to turn this into a put credit spread or a bull put spread. So I'm going to scroll down to the 650 strike price. And if I buy one of those, it would cost roughly $6.57. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase that against the 670 strike put option that I'm selling. That would create a 20-point wide put credit spread. I could enter into this trade for a credit of $4.50, which we know is equal to $450. And that would be the max profit for the trade. And my max loss goes down dramatically, $1,550. And that's also equal to the buying power effect to enter into this trade. And when we take a look at the profit and loss diagram, we can see that profits would be realized if SPY traded above the break-even point at expiration and max out at $450. And conversely, losses would be capped at $1,550. And the position would lose money if SPY was trading below the break-even point at expiration. So calculating the break-even point for a put credit spread is straightforward. We simply take the short put strike price and subtract the credit received. So in this example, the break-even point is equal to $665.50 per share. Calculating max profit is the total premium collected and is realized when the stock stays at or above the short put strike price at expiration. So in this example, the maximum profit is equal to $450. The maximum loss is realized when the stock trades down and stays below the long put strike price at expiration. And max loss is calculated by taking the difference between the strikes and subtracting the net credit to enter into the trade. So in this example, max loss is equal to $1,550. So why do traders like to trade put credit spreads? Well, they're defined risk. You can never lose more than the spread width minus the credit received. And as a result, they're more capital efficient. The collateral required is often far lower than selling cash secured puts. And they have positive theta. Time decay works in your favor. Every day that the stock stays above the short strike, the spread loses value and you move closer to full profit. And flexibility. You can adjust or roll the spread if price drifts lower. And I like to use these as a form of stock acquisition. So I like to sell the put credit spreads. I view the short put as a cash secured put, and I view the long put as an adjustment lever in case the stock does sell off. I can use that to adjust the position according to how I see fit. So bull put spreads perform best in rising or range-bound markets and when implied volatility is elevated, because this allows you to either collect more premium or move your short strike further out of the money. Even though this is a defined risk strategy, remember that assignment is still possible on the short put if it goes in the money. And most traders, when they're managing these, simply close out or roll the spread before expiration to manage that risk if you do not want to acquire the stock. So here are your key takeaways. The bull put spread is widely known as the put credit spread. It's one of the most practical ways to generate premium capture and build stock positions with control. It combines income benefits of selling puts with the flexibility of having that built-in hedge. And when used correctly, it becomes more than an income play. It's a strategic framework for managing bullish exposure in all market conditions. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to collaborate with other serious traders, you're always welcome to join my DITM 2.0 Discord community. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Be awesome. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute investment, financial, or trading advice. No recommendations to buy or sell securities are being made. All examples are hypothetical and for illustration only. All investments carry risk, including the possible loss of principal. Options trading involves significant risk and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Consult a qualified financial advisor before implementing any strategy and review your financial situation, risk tolerance, costs, fees, and tax implications. Options trading requires broker approval, and not all strategies are permitted in all account types. Returns shown are hypothetical and not guaranteed. Market conditions can change quickly, and results will vary based on market performance, timing, and execution. Read characteristics and risks of standardized options from your broker or at www.optionsclearing.com before trading options.